you doing here?
Well, the shot clock wasn't even close to being an issue. I mean,
how do you say worst layup ever in Italian? La sausage. La garbage.
What is that?
I don't know. It's a long shot. What's he doing?
I don't know what that was.
What's up, guys? Goofy Security Systems, now a sponsor to my channel. I am super stoked to have them be a part of my channel. Long term, we're going to be showcasing their new fingerprint reader lock, and I hope you guys like that little skit. That's exactly how I imagine all of my packages arriving to my door. Well, I've had a bunch of issues with package theft and packages being thrown just randomly on my doorstep. So that's actually how I ended up getting this partnership. I ended up explaining to them how much I utilize their cameras and how efficient they are and how they've actually saved me from most recent thefts of my property. So they wanted to partner up and wanted me to showcase the new lock mechanism. I said no better way because I have a bunch of expensive stuff that I'm trying to protect. And I have a deadbolt that's pretty much dead that's going to this location that you see here. So we're going to showcase how this will protect all of my gear from here on out. So some of you guys might be asking, why am I replacing a regular lock, like so, with electronic lock? And the reason being is that I cannot actually lock this deadbolt. I mean, look, I can do it from this side, cool. I can't do it from the other side. I don't have the key, I lost it, it's unfortunate. I can also lock the doorknob, but we already know how easy it is to be able to push your way in through a location just by putting something between the door frame and the doorknob. And yeah, we're not gonna be having any of that. We're going to get right into this lock mechanism. I'm going to showcase what it can do. We're going to break down the steps and we're going to get right into it. Alright, let's just get right into it. Super simple packaging. Looks like you're greeted with some directions. Foam, and there's the goods right there. This is the fingerprint scanner that we were referring to. This section actually opens up and a key will go in this if you end up having no power whatsoever. As you can see here, there's steps in the top area, and there's going to be steps on the other sections as well. Let's just get right into it and start with step one. You gotta love how everything is just numbered and super simple on all the boxes. Step one, right into it. Let's see what it says. I'm gonna open it up, see what we got here. We have to replace the actual deadbolt that goes into the door. So by doing that, I'm gonna take off the old one. You know, you can call me like Home Improvement, Al Borland. You can call this a home improvement channel. Well, why don't we just, yeah, we're just gonna coin that term right now since home improvement is no more, and this is gonna be the new home improvement channel. We're just gonna take out the two screws to be able to pull out the old deadbolt. I wonder if there's like a record time that somebody could do this and what it would be. You know, we're all about breaking records on this channel, and we want to see who's got the fastest record as far as installing one of these deadbolts. And obviously it's not gonna be me because it's like stuck in the door right now for whatever reason. It's probably because I got screws in my hand and I don't want to poke myself. There we go. So the old deadbolt, the new deadbolt, you can actually extend this bolt to be able to fit deeper into any door frame as well. So this one looks like I don't need to really do anything because it's the exact same length. Toss the old one aside. I'll pop this bad boy in. It says top. You're going to put that on the top section. Fits in there smooth. Comes with hardware, your deadbolt screws, pretty simple, straightforward. Step two, striker plates. Let's see, we have striker reinforced long screws. Let's see what I have here. It looks like I have a regular one. This is a strike plate and screws. That's probably the one I'm going to be using because I don't have a reinforced door frame on my section. But yeah, let's open this door all the way up and we'll take a look in. So it looks like it has a regular old strike plate. Nice long screws. At least they properly did it when they built this. It's always good. So this is my old strike plate you see right here. It's made to fit that. It is nice and smooth and flush. This is all aluminum here. I'm not gonna use the one that comes with it because the way it overlaps, I would have to cut out this entire section here of aluminum and be able to marry this to be able to lay flush. We're going to try it without it and see if it works, and I'm sure it will. All strike plates are reinforced to begin with, and I'm sure this will do the job. So here's that lock area where you can put the key. It's proprietary keyhole. If you kind of see that that opening there, so it can't be easily copied, and it's pretty cool. This is just magnetizes straight back to it. Next step, installing the eLBee security faceplate on the other side of the door. So you run the cable under the actual deadbolt, and there's like an opening on the deadbolt for the thing to slide into the groove. Another numbered, step 4. This is going to line up perfectly through the deadbolt itself, and you have the hardware here to be able to do so. Alright, so next up is step 5, the back plate as well as the hardware. Super stoked. It comes with Anchor batteries as well, and some pretty nifty hardware. Again, pretty simple and straightforward. Connector plugs into the back like that. You fish the cable back through into the door because there's going to be a lot of extra cable here just in case you need to be able to pop this off to be able to gain access to it for anything. There is a groove that you want to line up the back of this deadbolt area to. And I test out the lock there just to make sure it's good. Your little hardware pieces will go in these little itty bitty holes. Luckily I have a magnetic drill to be able to help guide it in there, and it should be good to go. Get it nice and snug. You follow through with the other pieces. It's nice that it had...
Welcome to eLBee Security. Please download the eLBee Security app to complete setup.
As I was saying, I was going to say that it's very nice that it comes with batteries. I'll probably end up swapping them out for some door cells or something. But as you heard, it says download the eLBee Security app. Fortunately, I have it already. As you can see here, I have the eLBee Security app. I already have 3 cameras installed on it. We're going to add a device. Scroll down to the bottom. Add device. Scroll down until we find something that looks like our lock. There it is, Smart Touch Lock. We enable it, we let it take its barcode. It'll walk you through the whole process of how to install it, which is really cool. Just in case you didn't want to have to read the directions, it does a step-by-step. To be honest with you, I didn't have to read any directions. I just did the steps that it asked me to do, and I was able to do this with no problem. And I'm not like any tech whiz or anything like that. We're going to say watch installation guide. No, because we've already done it. I have finished the installation is what we're going to say. It says long press setup button until you hear a beep. After you release it, you will hear a voice prompt. After the setup process, this button will act as a factory reset button.
Ready to set up.
There you go. I guess it's that simple. It says, I heard the voice prompt. You tap that, hit next. eLBee Security would like to use your Bluetooth. Allow. eLBee Security would like to use Bluetooth for new connections. Settings. We're going to go in there. We're going to allow new connections. After it calibrates, you're going to hit I have the door closed. Calibrate lock. Pretty straightforward.
Calibration complete.
We're going to call this bike room. We're going to put a little bike emoji because, you know, we're that cool. It won't even let you add emojis. After you select the name you want, hit confirm. So it says set up a code 4 to 8 digits long. You can do that, or you can do the fingerprint. We're going to do the fingerprint and the code as a backup just in case. But what's really cool about this is the fact that you can set it up to be your code hidden within a random amount of numbers. So you can have like 1, 2, 3, 4, your code, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. That way anybody peeping over your shoulder doesn't know your actual code. So that's a really cool feature. We're going to set up this code. I'm going to hide it from you guys right now. And we're going to make it... The next step is pretty straightforward. If you've had any phone in the recent years, you already know how to set up the fingerprint reader. One thing I think eLBee should look into, they have a camera system that has motion detection. I think it'd be cool if they had the same motion detection attached to the front of the lock That way it can detect if somebody's walking up, already lights up, has facial recognition, and will unlock the door. I want royalties on that. Okay, Eufy? I think that's a really good idea.
Fingerprint setup starting. Please ensure your finger is placed. Fingerprint setup complete.
So yeah, fingerprint reader, super easy to set up. We're gonna hit done. And there it is, all set up in my Eufy security system. Got the bike room, have all the different cameras listed around my house. And yeah, I think it'd be really cool to do a video showcasing those cameras or some new cameras they got coming out in the near future with some riding. Why not, right? Last step, slide the back plate over top of the batteries, and yeah, it's nice and clean. One of the cool things about this lock though, locks both directions. So if you have a deadbolt on the left side, you're good. You have a deadbolt on the right side, you're good. So after you have the lock all installed, you want to test it out on your app. You want to make sure you're good to go. I have my app open. Mine is called Bike Room. Like I said, it's connecting to Bluetooth right now. We're going to drag to lock. Nice little chime. And we're going to drag to unlock. Nice, good to go. Big shout out to Eufy for sponsoring the channel and allowing me to be able to showcase this new lock to be able to keep all my bike stuff, my camera stuff and everything well protected from would-be prowlers. The camera stuff all around the house does a phenomenal job. Since having those cameras, I've had zero theft, but the presence of them, I guess, has really deterred that from happening. Hasn't deterred any FedEx, Amazon, or UPS drivers from just catapulting stuff up onto my porch, but that'll be for a later video. If you're in the market for a smart lock, the link is in the description below featuring this Eufy smart lock. I think the only gripe I have with it right now, which it's not really a gripe because it's in the pipeline right now. They're going to be utilizing that Wi-Fi capability here pretty soon. That's the only thing I have to say. Basically, I like to be able to lock and control anything and everything around my house from Wi-Fi, no matter where I am. So with that being said, I hope you liked today's video. If you have any other suggestions featuring any type of riding video, basically any video for that matter, drop them in the comments below. If you like this video, drop a like. If you love it, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one.